I generally thought of myself as a superior being, having transcended the realm of mortals, but when my eyes met with Rena Ryugu's, I felt what I did long ago with tennis. Why? Why did I feel that way with Rena? I had heard that in the animal world during battle, animals glare at each other to display their strength. Only humans have to punch or kick each other to feel superiority or inferiority. Most animals can tell just by glaring at each other. In that case, could it be the same with Rena? Mi-chan, are you okay? Yeah, sorry. I haven't slept since yesterday, sorry. Keiichi climbed up a ladder and tried to peek into the window on the second floor where Rika and Satoko lived. It was my job to hold down the ladder. Rena cautioned me to hold on to it tightly. Mi-chan, I'm going to go check the main house just to be sure, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. Be careful. Rena ran off after that. When I looked up, I saw Keiichi trying to open a window, but all of them were locked. What did Rena mean by main house? Keiichi asked me from the top of the ladder. It's the Furude family's actual house. After her parents passed away, I think it's been left like that. Right, Rika-chan's parents. They passed away, huh? Satoko's also an orphan. Her parents fell from a cliff because of Oyoshiro-sama's curse. Then her older brother, Satoshi-kun, he disappeared. Satoshi, I've heard that name before. He'd heard the name before. I felt anger growing inside of me. Don't you know whose desk you're using every day? You act as if it belongs to you. You drop food on it while eating lunch. You drool on it while taking a nap. Don't you know who it really belongs to? Why am I acting this way? I'm Mion. Satoshi-kun doesn't even exist anymore. He was demoned away. It's hardly Keiichi's fault that he didn't know. It really isn't his fault. Satoko and Rika-chan have been living in this shack ever since. Neither of them has any family, but at least they're together. They help each other out. Didn't Rena say there was a main house? Wouldn't it be easier to live there? I think she tried that at first. She said it was hard, though, because it reminded her of her parents. After everyone in Satoko's family died, she started living with Rika. It only made sense. Satoko and Rika were best friends. They didn't care about the Hojo family or the Furude family. They had been best friends since before the damn conflict. The reason why the curse never fell upon Satoko. Rika Furude probably had a lot to do with it. That made more sense than anything else, at least. Satoko was pardoned from the curse of the Hojo family, all thanks to Rika Furude's arrangements. Satoko had never been a victim on the night of Botanagashi. According to the curse system I'd uncovered, the last survivor of the Hojo family still living in Hinamizawa would be the perfect target for this year's curse. Therefore, whoever was responsible for executing the curse must have tried to take her life. However, nothing happened to her, proving that Satoko had escaped the curse. That was really and truly infuriating. She might have been the head of the Furude family, but I still couldn't accept that such a little girl had enough power to protect her best friend. Mion, no, actually Shion. Shion must have had the same power then. Just like Rika protected Satoko, Shion could have protected Satoshi. Damn it. Damn it. Rika-chan and Satoko-chan. They have it hard, huh? She's cursed. Huh, Mion. What did you just say? I said she's cursed. But Mion, why are you making that face? Satoko Hojo. She's been cursed by Oyoshiro-sama. I can't accept that Satoko was pardoned from the curse, although she was a member of the cursed Hojo family. She was one of the cursed Hojos. Satoshi-kun wasn't pardoned, but Satoko was. She was cursed, but she got away. She escaped the curse, but Satoshi-kun didn't. I can't accept that. In fact, Satoko should have been the one to be cursed the most. She cornered Satoshi-kun physically and emotionally. That was why things got weirder and weirder in the end. Everything went crazy. And when I think back on it, it was Satoko who I hated most of all. She cornered Satoshi-kun. And as a result, Satoshi-kun disappeared. She started it. She caused it. If only she hadn't been there. Just as Rika Furuta and Satoko had lived happily, maybe there had been a happy future for me, too. Maybe Satoshi-kun and I could have started our lives together in Okanomiya. Yes, if I look at both at the beginning and the end, it's so obvious. Satoko's existence caused everything. Satoshi-kun had to kill his aunt because of Satoko. The three families used that need to create the curse, and then they killed him. The police were convinced he just ran away. But he'd never do that. He was the type of person who always did his best at everything, all by himself. He was doing the very best he could for his only sister, yet he was forced to vanish. He worked so hard for Satoko, and though he was living just for her, he was erased. Poor Satoshi-kun. He was so underappreciated. That girl knew no gratitude. She was cursed. If you got near her, you'd meet the same fate. You'd be cursed to die or disappear. That really was it. She was the main cause behind it all. She wormed her way into Rika Furute's good graces, and that was why the curse fell upon Satoshi-kun. She should have died first. Then Satoshi-kun would still be alive. If he was alive, I could have done something for him. I can't forgive her. I can't forgive Satoko. I can't forgive that girl. There can be no peace with her. There can be no peace. She was the perfect target for the curse of 1983. The curse of Oyashiro-sama. Rika Furute, the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. Rika was dead. The reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama had died. There was no more God in Hinamizawa to deliver the curse. I'm the one who has to deliver it now. I am Mion Sonozaki, the head of the Sonozaki family, one of the three families of Onagafushi. Now that all the heads of the three families are gone, there is nobody to surpass me. I will deliver the curse of Oyashiro-sama, and nobody else. I'll deliver it. I am the curse. I have become Oyashiro-sama. I felt hot bubbles boiling over deep inside of me. I could tell the demon inside of me wanted to roar. I noticed Kiichi was looking down at me. Calm down, Mion. He can't tell what you're thinking. Calm down, calm down. At that point, I heard footsteps coming closer. I saw 4 or 5 adults accompanied by Rena, running towards us with flashlights in their hands. One of them opened the lock on the cabin door, and we all went inside. Of course, there was nobody there. Satoko and Rika lived alone. I doubted Satoko would have left a note saying she was going to the Sonozaki house when Rika was already there. But it wouldn't be fun if she had. Because of that, I hurried into the room ahead of Rena to make sure there was nothing left behind. The rumor of Rika and Satoko's disappearance spread around the village quickly. More and more villagers gathered at the Furute shrine. Acting in place of the head of the Sonozaki family, I commanded them to search the village. The villagers nodded and scattered. How long it had been since the last time I was truly mion. I felt so pleased that my body almost went numb. Lots of villagers went in and out of the shrine. They yelled at each other that she was nowhere to be found. Some suggested other places to look, and they all left. They made a lot of noise with their comings and goings. Members of the Women's Association brought out huge pots and gas cookers from the storage and got ready to cook for the men. That was when I noticed Keiichi unsteadily walking toward a copse of dark pine trees. What was he thinking? How stupid of him to be alone on a night like this. If a person responsible for executing the curse was nearby, he wouldn't come back safely. Mion-chan, we went all around Ojaga Lake, but didn't find anything. We tried to light up the pond, but we're going to have to wait until the sun is up. Okay, thanks for your hard work. The women are making some miso soup, so please rest up and have some. Mion-chan, do you know where they usually park their bicycles? No. They probably parked them at the bottom of the stairs leading up here. I don't think they'd come up while carrying them. We can't find their bicycles. Where did they go? If they left on their bikes, they couldn't have gone pretty far. Maybe in as far as the town. In that case, we'll have to look outside of Hinanamizawa. By the way, who first noticed that Rika-chama was gone? It was Kei-chan. He suddenly had a hunch. Oh, that Mabura kid. He's a little suspicious. Speaking of which, why hasn't the Mabura family shown up when we were in a crisis like this? The Mabura still haven't joined the town council, so they're not in the youth group's phone directory. Really? Well, ain't no helping it then, huh? They joined, didn't they? I think it's just that their name isn't in the directory yet. The last time we updated is the beginning of the year. They just moved here, so that's why they aren't on it. The Mabura kid's hunch is still suspicious. They say the first on the scene is the most suspicious. Where did he go? I saw him walking toward the pine trees. Can someone go get him? Conveniently, I saw Keiichi and Rena walking back towards us. Kei-chan, where did you go? I was worried you disappeared too. Sorry. It looked like nothing had happened to Keiichi. If so, that's fine. That means I took care of all of my enemies. Oh my. I knew I smelled something good coming from over here. I'd be much obliged if you allowed me to have some. I heard the loud, sticky voice of a middle-aged man. It was Oishi. He must be confused about this year's incident. The scale of the curse this time is nothing like the previous ones. Oishi's information network is about equal to or better than that of the elders on the town council. In other words, he could easily uncover a rumor that was circling through the underside of the village. He must have come here to see the disappearances of Kimiyoshi and Rika had something to do with the changing of the lock on the ritual storehouse's door. The police will come for me sooner or later. I am Mion Sonozaki. By removing all the heads of the three families, my enemies, I have become the head in their place. I can't allow Mion Sonozaki to continue existing. I'll have to destroy the existence of the head of the Sonozaki family. When I destroy my own position, that is when my revenge will come to an end. More than likely, I'll have Oishi witness my final moments. My eyes and Oishi's met. Damn it, he thinks I'm suspicious already. You're right, Oishi. I did it. Mion Sonozaki, the head of the Sonozaki family, is the culprit. continued down the road into darkness. Rika Furude. She was the head of the Furude family, but she never even appeared at the most important meetings. Even if she did show up, nobody would ask for her opinion, so it never really mattered if she was there or not. A legend in the Furude family says that if their firstborn child is a girl for 8 generations in a row, that 8th girl would be the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. According to Katano-san's research, Rika Furude is very likely to be the one. Surely she must be an important icon in the cult of Oyashiro-sama. The true believers are devoted to her, so it's quite surprising to me that Rika Furude herself was the assassin. It's unbelievable. It's just too abnormal. Usually a VIP like her wouldn't be the one to assassinate someone. It's possible that it was a Rika Furude look-alike. From the way she moved, she seemed experienced in fighting. It's not normal that a small girl like her would jump me without faltering. I just got lucky because I had the stun gun. Without it, I don't know what would have happened. She was far more skilled than she looked. Was she trained as an assassin? Or was it a body double? Everything is a mystery, including that creepy syringe. What's going on? I can't understand. She was like an apparition or something. Did Oryo Sanazaki know of her existence? What is hiding on the underside of this village? That underside might run deeper than I thought. At this point, I believe that I can complete my revenge by destroying the curse system entirely. That means that I have to eliminate the heads of all the 3 families, the successor Shion, and the assassins who were after Keiichi. Although Keiichi is completely unguarded, he hasn't been attacked so far. Even though I told everybody that he was one of the trespassers. In fact, it's me who's being attacked. Rika Furude attacked me. According to my theory, Keiichi should make for very attractive bait, but nobody has done anything to harm him. Since Rika Furude attacked me, it might be that opposing the Furude family is a greater taboo than trespassing in the ritual storehouse. Rika Furude had said that intrusion wasn't a big deal. She sounded like she was going to let Keiichi walk, and after I accused her of that, Rika Furude attacked me that very night. Are there 2 different factions? Does one handle trespassers in the ritual storehouse, while the other protects the religious doctrines of the Furude family? No, that doesn't make sense. Tomitaki-san's death must have been caused by the Furude family's injections. Rika showed me the effect of it herself, clawing out her own throat and dying like that. But Tomitaki-san shouldn't have been subject to the curse, at least according to the system of the Furude family. I don't understand why Keiichi hasn't been attacked. Did he have something exempting him from the curse, unlike Takano-san? Just like how only Satoko Hojo was spared. Keiichi is a friend of Rika Furude, so does that mean that if you were close to her, you wouldn't be cursed? Was she more important than the whole system? That's impossible. The hag was the top of the curse system. Rika couldn't have been higher up than her. Scribble, scribble. Are there multiple ways to determine the subject of the curse? Are there as many curse execution groups as there are subjects? And do they all work separately? Oh, that's a mess. None of my theories add up. If I mess up my reasoning, I might make the wrong person the target of my revenge. I don't understand who the enemy is or how Satoshi-kun was made to disappear. How much did the hag know? That really was a huge loss. I have so many things I wanted to ask her. I killed her by accident. Shit. In that respect, I've already failed in my revenge. The underside of Hinamizawa really does run too deep. Scribble, scribble. The whole page is blacked out with scribbles. Hey everyone. Are you all still alive? Kimiyoshi was hanging from the collar, with his head turned up to the ceiling. He didn't even move when I walked in. Maybe he's already dead. Satoko was lying on a cross-shaped restraining table. She glared at me red and swollen eyes, which must have been that way from crying.